this video I want to show you how I made this custom Star Wars computer. I did a lot of effort to make this all fit the Star Wars theme. And I wish I could tell you that was the easy part. Because the assembly, it was a nightmare. I always wanted something custom. I am a Star Wars fan and I wanted to make a Star Wars themed computer. I found this case, it looks amazing, it fits the Star Wars aesthetic pretty well. It has unique shapes, you can see a lot from the inside. I did some adjustments on it with stickers. Well, we have a sticker machine at home, so I had to use it and I made some designs. I took some inspiration from the Death Star to make this pattern. I measured it, scaled it, and it looks perfect like this. I found this amazing design online that I cleaned up quite a bit, scaled it, and this is something for on the front of the case, the centerpiece. Putting it on the case was very annoying because the case is made from some kind of finish that doesn't really allow stickers to stick on it. I assume it's easy to clean the case because of this paint job, but it's horrible to paste something on it. I also want the Star Wars coat on it, but the coat I had chosen was way too long to paste it on. So I went for this one. And can you guess which one it is? It's something that I really enjoy as well. This corner had some free space left, so I made this little battle and it looks so cool. And now let's talk about the hardware. I bought two grey Noctua fans which fits the aesthetic quite well, and I pasted some stickers on it that I made myself as well. And I was even able to hide some of the cables, and it looks way better this way. The reason I installed them like this is not to show the ugly side, it's for the airflow. I found this great GPU, but you know, let me start from the beginning. It's been a while since I assembled a PC, and I actually know how to assemble a PC, and I know how to troubleshoot it. I know the basics. And every component arrived, and I want to make a nice video and just assemble it, start it up, and use it. But it was just running for a few minutes, and it just shut off. Out of nowhere. That's weird, let's recheck the cables. And it happened again. And I don't mean a blue screen, I just mean it just cuts the power off, so there was something clearly wrong. And everything was brand new, so I assumed it was me. And I started to troubleshoot. And I'm not going to bore you with everything I did, I will put a list right here. But I did pretty much everything that I could. And I'm not going to throw the web store that I bought it from under the bus and dox them, but it was such an awful experience to fix this problem. You know, I hate calling, but in this case I want to make an effort and call them, but you can only email them. But the good news is they respond in 2 hours, they say. But in reality it takes about 2 days to get a response from them. So I said like, this isn't working. And they just said, maybe you can ship everything back. And I'm like, I'm not going to ship this PC, it will just break and it's just way too riskful. And they're like, eh. We went back and forth for a long time, about 2 weeks or so, for a conversation that could have been like 15 minutes or so. I wasn't really sure if something broke or it was my fault, so I kept troubleshooting and stressing myself out so incredibly much. Stop playing that music! And I was pretty sure it was the motherboard because of 2 reasons. Reason 1 is the CPU gets tested way too hard before shipping to the customers. It's always possible, but the odds are incredibly slim. And it kind of felt like the problem was around the bridge to the SSD. Because when I boot it from a USB, which goes to another channel on the motherboard, it didn't crash. So something on the motherboard must have been faulty. I explained it and they said, it sounds like the CPU. Just ship us the CPU and the motherboard back and we will test it for you. I shipped it to them and I get an email, it arrived, and like 2 hours later I get an email back, we will ship it back. And I was like, damn, they are fast with their service. And a few days later I get the package again and I see a letter and they said, well, we swapped the CPU because we think it's broken and we didn't really test the motherboard because it booted. The problem never occurred when it was booting, it always occurred when Windows was running. And I told them that, like, you can't run it 24 hours without crashing. But he said, this is the problem, so I assembled it again, and guess what happens? It happened again. So I emailed them again, like, you just had the motherboard, and I told you the motherboard was broken, but you didn't really want to test it, so I tested it again, and it is broken. And they are like, yeah, okay, you can send it back. It is a brand new motherboard, but yeah, if you really want a new one, yeah, we have to swap it. And I thought, like, what? It's clearly broke. What are you talking about? So I had to ship it again, which is great for the environment. Good job. And when I got it back, I assembled it again, and it just had to work. I was so stressed out because it almost felt like some kind of PTSD from just always thinking, yeah, I fixed it. It just turns off out of nowhere, and it was so incredibly stressful. And after more than a week of testing, I can safely say it does work, and it looks great, and it performs absolutely amazing. So this was quite a different video than I expected. So I really hope you liked this video. I myself always love watching videos of people modding their PC to look a certain way or fit a certain theme. So I hope this inspired you or at least amused you. Other content that I made is always geek-related, collectible, movie, game, cosplay. Feel free to check out what I have next for you. And please like, subscribe and comment. Tell me what you think or not. We will see. Thank you.